The Zorath Empire, a race of ruthless and technologically superior aliens, had terrorized the galaxy for decades. Their vast fleets of warships, each one bigger and more powerful than the last, had crushed countless civilizations. Entire planets had been wiped out without a second thought, leaving nothing behind but ashes and ruins. But now the Zorath had their sights set on Earth. For years, the galaxy had watched in fear as the Zorath grew stronger. No one had dared to challenge them. Most planets had surrendered or been destroyed. Their fleet was enormous, their technology beyond anything the galaxy had ever seen, and their ruthlessness was unmatched. No one was foolish enough to stand in their way until today. The Zorath warship entered Earth's atmosphere, casting a dark shadow over the once peaceful planet. From orbit, it unleashed hell. Massive laser cannons fired down at the helpless cities below. The ground shook. Buildings crumbled and the sky turned red as flames erupted across the landscape. The camera zooms in, showing the chaos on the surface, where civilians flee in all directions, but there's nowhere to run. Their screams fill the air, echoing in the distance as everything they know is reduced to nothing. But just as the galaxy seemed ready to give up on Earth, something incredible happens. The Zorath, sure of their victory, have no idea what's coming next. The unexpected occurs, and Earth's only hope rises from the ashes of destruction. As the destruction continues, the camera pulls back to reveal something unexpected. A small human warship, the Aegis, slowly emerges from the shadows of deep space. Unlike the monstrous Zorath warships, the Aegis is small, far smaller and less advanced, but it carries with it the last hope of humanity. The humans aboard know the odds are slim, but they will fight, even if it's against an enemy far more powerful than themselves. The galaxy had written off Earth, dismissing humanity as weak and incapable of fighting back, but this lone ship proves otherwise. A question hangs in the air. Will this brave human warship be able to stand up to the terror of the Zorath Empire? Or is Earth truly doomed? Captain Alex stands in the command center of the Aegis. He's not just any commander, he's a man with a personal mission. Tall, determined, and with a presence that inspires respect, Captain Alex carries the weight of a tragic past. His family was lost in a Zorath raid years ago, and the memory of that day haunts him. His desire for revenge runs deep, and it drives every decision he makes. While the rest of the crew is filled with doubt and fear, Alex stands firm, focused on the goal ahead. He's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for Earth, for all those who have died at the hands of the Zorath. The Aegis is no match for the power of the Zorath fleet. Alex knows this better than anyone. Their ships are faster, stronger, and far more advanced. But he believes in something the Zorath can never understand, the spirit of humanity. They may have the technology, but the humans have something stronger: willpower, courage, and the drive to protect what they love. That is something no alien force can defeat. Suspense continues to build as the Aegis moves closer to the Zorath stronghold. The ship's cloaking device is activated, and the crew falls into tense silence. Every second is critical. The mission is clear: strike at the heart of the Zorath Empire and show them that humanity will not bow down. But there's fear, too. No one is sure they'll survive this journey. The odds are stacked against them. Every move the Aegis makes could be its last. As the ship moves into the heart of enemy territory, Captain Alex stands at the front of the bridge, staring out into the vastness of space. His eyes are focused, determined. He's willing to risk everything, the Aegis, the crew, and even his own life, for one chance to strike back. There is no turning back now. If they fail, Earth may fall. But Alex knows that this is the only chance they will get, and he won't let it slip away. The camera zooms out, showing the tiny Aegis gliding silently through the stars, dwarfed by the enormous Zorath fleet. Tension fills the air. The crew knows what's at stake, and each person carries the weight of humanity's survival on their shoulders. The quiet hum of the ship and the distant thrum of the Zorath warships create a rhythm of unease. Everyone on board is aware that this is more than just a mission. It's a battle for the future of Earth. The final shot lingers on Captain Alex, his face set in grim determination. He may be an underdog, but he's not afraid to fight. He's not afraid to face the seemingly unstoppable enemy that has terrorized the galaxy for so long. As the Aegis moves deeper into enemy space, the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. The Aegis is humanity's secret weapon, a ship unlike any other. It's equipped with the latest technology, cloaking devices that allow it to disappear into the void of space, advanced AI systems that assist with navigation and combat, and an elite crew handpicked for their skills and bravery. Captain Alex leads this team, a group of highly trained soldiers who know they are up against an enemy much stronger than them. They are the underdogs in every sense, but they also have something the Zorath cannot understand: human ingenuity, determination, and the drive to survive. The Zorath Empire's fleet outnumbers humanity's forces by a staggering amount, and their technology is vastly superior. But the Aegis is their last hope. As it makes its way through deep space towards the Zorath homeworld, the crew braces for the worst. They know that every move could be their last, but they also know they can't back down. Earth is counting on them. As the Aegis nears its target, the tension reaches a breaking point. Suddenly, a Zorath patrol ship detects them. The alarm blares throughout the ship and the crew springs into action. A thrilling space chase begins as the Aegis uses its cloaking device to hide from the Zorath's radar. The crew works together, navigating through asteroid fields and weaving around enemy fire. The Zorath respond with all their power, launching laser blasts and deploying drones to track the Aegis. But the crew of the Aegis is quick and resourceful. They use every trick they can to evade their enemies, displaying a dazzling array of futuristic technology and human creativity. The battle intensifies as the Aegis is forced to engage in a deadly dogfight. The crew fights back with everything they have, and the ship's AI systems and robots assist in managing weapons and defense. But it's the humans aboard the ship who truly make the difference. Their resourcefulness and teamwork keep them one step ahead of the Zorath. Amidst the chaos, tragedy strikes. Sergeant Bonner, a beloved crew member known for his bravery, makes the ultimate sacrifice. As a Zorath drone breaches the ship's defenses, Bonner takes the brunt of the attack to protect the crew, giving his life to ensure the Aegis can escape. His death adds an emotional layer to the mission, reminding everyone on board why they're fighting. Not just for survival, but for the memory of those they've lost and the future of humanity. As the Aegis escapes the Zorath's clutches, the crew knows that the real battle is just beginning. But they've made it this far, and they'll keep fighting no matter the cost. The Zorath may have superior technology, but humanity has something they don't: the will to fight until the very end. As the Aegis enters Zorath space, a heavy sense of tension fills the air. The ship is deep within enemy territory, far from the safety of Earth. The cloaking devices that have kept them hidden for so long are still active, but they can only protect the ship for a limited time. The crew knows the Zorath are aware of their presence, and the silence that fills the ship is only broken by the occasional anxious whisper among the crew. They have come this far, but their greatest challenge is yet to come. The Zorath, ruthless and cunning, have set traps to catch the Aegis before it can strike. As the ship pushes forward, the crew faces sabotage from hidden Zorath agents aboard their own vessel. Malfunctions and system failures plague them as they navigate deeper into hostile space. There are moments of doubt. Will they make it to the Zorath stronghold? Or will their mission end before it even begins? The weight of the situation grows heavier with each passing moment. With morale starting to dip, Captain Alex stands before the crew, determined to lift their spirits. He delivers a stirring speech, reminding them of the reason they are fighting. "We fight not just for revenge," Alex says, his voice steady and full of resolve. "We fight for our future, for Earth, for every person who's ever been affected by the Zorath. We are not just a ship, we are humanity's last stand, and we will not go quietly into the dark. We will face them head-on, and we will win." His words reignite a spark in the crew's hearts. They may be outnumbered, outgunned, and outmatched, but they have something the Zorath will never understand: humanity's heart, its determination, and its will to survive against all odds. As the Aegis moves ever closer to its target, the memory of Sergeant Bonner's sacrifice is never far from their minds. The loss of Bonner weighs heavily on Alex, who was not only his commanding officer, but also his friend. The crew feels the absence of their comrade, but they also feel the deep responsibility to carry his memory forward. Each decision they make now has the weight of his sacrifice behind it. Every move could mean life or death, not just for them, but for the future of humanity. The bond between the crew members grows stronger as they prepare for their final assault. They have become more than just a team. They are a family, united by their shared grief and their shared mission. Bonner's death fuels their resolve, and they know they can't afford to fail. They will finish what Bonner started. The Aegis is not just a ship. It is a symbol of humanity's defiance, and they will fight to the last breath to protect their future. The final mission is within their grasp, and no matter how impossible it seems, they are ready to face the lion's den. The Aegis's final assault on the Zorath flagship begins with an explosion that shakes the very fabric of space. As the Aegis opens fire, powerful blasts tear through the Zorath flagship's defenses. The sky above the massive ship lights up with flashes of bright explosions as orbital bombardment rains down from the human vessel. The Aegis is battered from the enemy fire, its hull scarred with blast marks, yet it doesn't stop. It pushes forward, driven by humanity's unyielding spirit. The ship's resilience is a testament to the strength of the crew on board and their determination to fight for a future free from tyranny. Inside the Aegis, Alex and his team are ready for the final confrontation. Their mission is clear: defeat the Zorath once and for all. As they approach the flagship, the crew's nerves are on edge, knowing that this battle will determine not only their fate, but the fate of Earth itself. The tension in the air is palpable. Alex's heart pounds as he gears up for the fight of his life. The final battle takes on both a strategic and deeply personal tone. Alex boards the Zorath flagship, facing the most dangerous foes humanity has ever encountered. Elite Zorath soldiers trained to protect their empress at any cost. In the narrow corridors of the flagship, Alex engages in intense hand-to-hand combat, his movements swift and precise. Every strike he delivers is fueled by years of training, his desire for revenge, and the memory of his fallen comrades, especially Sergeant Bonner. The Zorath soldiers are fierce, but Alex's skill and determination give him an edge. Despite the overwhelming odds, he presses on, knowing this fight is his moment to bring justice to those who have suffered under the Zorath's reign of terror. Meanwhile, back on the Aegis, the crew works quickly to disable the Zorath flagship's AI-controlled weapon system. The Zorath's technological superiority has always been their greatest weapon, but now the Aegis crew is taking it away from them. The AI system, which had once guided the Zorath's laser cannons and drones, is now crippled. With their greatest advantage gone, the Zorath forces are left vulnerable. The battle culminates in a dramatic, one-on-one showdown between Alex and Empress Valor, the ruthless leader of the Zorath. On the flagship's command deck, the two face off in a tense and brutal fight. Valor, a powerful warrior in her own right, is a force to be reckoned with, but Alex has something she doesn't: human grit and determination. Every punch Alex lands is not just a blow to his enemy, but a symbol of humanity's will to survive. As the fight rages on, Alex's body begins to show the toll of the battle, his injuries mounting, his strength fading. Finally, with a burst of energy and a final devastating blow, Alex defeats Valor. She falls to the ground and the Zorath Empire's reign of terror comes to an end. But Alex doesn't walk away unscathed. As he stands over Valor's defeated form, he collapses from his own wounds, barely clinging to life. His victory, while a triumph for humanity, comes at a high cost. Yet, in that moment, he knows it was worth it. The Zorath are defeated and Earth is safe. Alex's victory is more than just a personal triumph. It is a symbol of human strength and perseverance. Against all odds, humanity has proven that it will never be conquered. The Aegis's final charge and Alex's victory over Empress Valor will be remembered for generations to come, as a testament to the power of the human spirit and its unwavering resolve to fight for what's right. The Aegis drifts through space, heavily damaged from its final battle with the Zorath Empire. The ship's once pristine exterior is scarred with battle marks, evidence of the fierce struggle. Inside, the mood is somber. The crew members who have fought so hard are physically and emotionally drained. Many of them bear the physical scars of the battle, but the emotional toll is much heavier. The final victory feels hollow as they mourn their fallen comrades, especially Sergeant Bonner, whose heroic sacrifice saved them all. Alex, though victorious, stands silently among his crew, deep in thought. His body aches from his injuries, but it's the loss of friends that weighs most heavily on him. Bonner's death still stings, and the faces of those they've lost are fresh in his mind. As the leader of this brave crew, Alex is proud of what they've accomplished, but the cost of war is always high. In the quiet moments after the battle, he reflects on the sacrifices made, his own, Bonner's, and the others who gave their lives. They fought not just for survival, but for the hope that humanity could rise above the darkness. But as Alex looks at his crew, he knows that they can never truly forget the price of this victory. The Zorath Empire, once a feared and unstoppable force, is now retreating in disarray. Their AI systems, once the backbone of their superiority, have been destroyed, and their fleet lies in ruin. What was once thought to be an invincible empire has been shattered by the courage and determination of a small group of human soldiers. The Zorath retreat into the darkness of space, their power broken, their arrogance shattered. Humanity has proven that it is not weak, and it is no longer the target of those who would seek to conquer it. For the first time, the galaxy looks at Earth with a newfound respect. Humanity, once underestimated and dismissed as insignificant, has shown that it has the strength to stand up to the greatest threats in the universe. Earth's resilience becomes a beacon of hope to others in the galaxy, proof that even the smallest spark of resistance can light the way against overwhelming darkness. As Alex and the remaining crew of the Aegis return to Earth, they are hailed as heroes. The world celebrates their victory, but Alex knows that the fight is never truly over. Though the Zorath have been defeated, the galaxy remains a dangerous and unpredictable place. The victory over the Zorath is a triumph for humanity, but Alex understands that new threats will rise. Humanity must stay vigilant, prepared to defend its home at all costs. Alex looks up at the stars as the Aegis lands, knowing that Earth is no longer seen as weak. The galaxy now knows that humans are a force to be reckoned with, and they will not hesitate to defend their world again if needed. The story of their triumph over the Zorath will inspire generations to come, and Alex's crew will forever be remembered for their bravery. But for now, as the dust settles, humanity can rest, knowing they have won the greatest battle of their lives. The war may be over, but the legacy of their victory will live on.